Hey there, folks! Tonight we're diving headfirst into the fascinating, frustrating, and often flat-out bizarre world of the Chinese Communist Party's messaging. Buckle up, because we're about to learn why critical thinking is about as useful as a screen door on a submarine when navigating this particular ocean of information. First things first, the CCP isn't exactly known for its transparency. They're more like that friend who swears they're totally fine while frantically shoving dirty laundry under the bed when you drop by unannounced. Everything, and I mean everything, is filtered through the lens of the party line. That's why it's crucial to approach their pronouncements with a healthy dose of skepticism. Think of it like this. If your friend, who's been known to embellish a story or two, told you they caught a fish this big, would you blindly believe them? Or would you maybe ask for a picture, just to be sure it wasn't a guppy they were trying to pass off as a marlin? The same principle applies here. Don't just swallow the party line hook, line, and sinker. Ask questions. Demand evidence. And remember, just because the CCP says it's raining doesn't mean we're not all standing in a desert. Now let's talk about censorship, baby. Or, as it's known in China, internet sovereignty. See, the CCP isn't exactly keen on letting its citizens have unfettered access to information. They've got this whole great firewall thing going on, blocking anything they deem a threat to their narrative. Think of it like this. Imagine if your only source of news was a newspaper edited by your incredibly controlling roommate. You'd only get their version of events, conveniently omitting any embarrassing details about their late-night karaoke sessions or questionable hygiene habits. Not exactly a recipe for a well-informed citizenry, right? So, when you're trying to get a handle on what's really going on in China, pay attention to what you don't see. The absence of information, the scrubbed social media posts, the suspiciously quiet dissidents. Those are all giant flashing neon signs screaming, "Hey, something's fishy here." Okay, so we've established that the CCP isn't exactly the most reliable narrator, but how do we separate the propaganda from the actual facts? Well, that's where your trusty BS detector comes in. First and foremost, diversify your information diet. Don't just rely on state-controlled media outlets. Seek out independent news sources, read reports from international organizations, and for the love of all that is holy, check multiple sources before you hit that share button. Remember, just because a piece of information confirms your existing biases doesn't make it true. Be wary of sensational headlines, emotionally charged language, and anything that seems too good or too bad to be true. Look, I get it. Trying to understand the complexities of Chinese politics can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It's complicated, it's frustrating, and it's tempting to just throw your hands up and say, "Screw it, I'll just believe whatever's easiest." But here's the thing. Blindly accepting the CCP's narrative isn't just intellectually lazy, it's downright dangerous. When we fail to engage critically with information, we become vulnerable to manipulation. We risk becoming unwitting pawns in a geopolitical game we don't fully understand. So the next time you come across a news story about China, remember to channel your inner skeptic. Question everything. Verify relentlessly. And never ever underestimate the power of critical thinking.